This is Daniel, and he is one of the youngest YouTube millionaire.
At age 17, I've managed to make without knowing anything.
Well, just like other kids that want to be successful in life in a young age, from a middle class family trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work, and you end up figuring out what will make him over $2 million as a 17-year-old teenager.
17, I've managed to make over $2 million.
Well, it all started during the pandemic around 4 years ago, when Daniel was a young boy who always wanted to be in the internet, scrolling every day with his mobile phone up and down. And one day, when he was scrolling on the internet, Daniel started seeing some internet side hustle,
where I was randomly scrolling on YouTube and saw a couple videos on graphic designing pop up. And seeing as I was like a 12 or 13-year-old kid that had nothing else to do, I thought that maybe this could be a fun side hustle I could get into, start making some money so that I could maybe start buying more V-Bucks.
And after a couple of days, he tried to figure out just like how curious he was. For example, they just said, if you click the subscribe button on my channel, I will send you 100 grand cash. So you will be curious after hearing this, so you may just subscribe and see if it could work. And on that evening, Daniel then went to Twitter if he could have a client.
What I did was go on Twitter, find someone who needed a profile picture or banner done, and then I'd get the job and go to Fiverr and pay someone $5 to do it. So basically, I acted like a middleman.
And after a couple of days of starting this business, he made his first $100 online with this side hustle.
This did pretty okay. I made like $80 to $100.
But that is not the end. And after a couple weeks, he went to video editing because he have been editing his teenage video for years.
And got really interested in editing videos for other people. The reason for this was because I'd been making homemade videos for years. Being a magician, doing challenges, you get the point.
But also, he want to master the key of video editing, but he still want to make money with his editing technique. He went back to Twitter where he make his first $100 online. He went back to Twitter and message over 100 people just to get client, but he ended up messaging over.
I went on Twitter again to look for job listings and try to find someone that properly needed work. And after messaging hundreds of people for days on end, I finally got my first client for absolutely free. I didn't get paid a single penny. This pattern continued for months, but I didn't care though because I was gaining so much experience just working for people for absolutely free and getting my name out there.
After trying to make money with this method, he ended up making up to $1 grand a month.
Scaled from $100 to $500 to $1,000, and you get the point. From then on, I was basically in the world of video editing for people, making a pretty good income.
And after a couple other years, he ended up making 3K to 4K a month, which is a good income for teenagers, especially for beginner. But Daniel ended up changing the topic. How he hustled, he tried to figure out game playing. Yes, game playing, where he jumped into the game of content creating.
At the age of 14 is when I decided to start a Minecraft YouTube channel, but not in the regular way that you guys would think.
And after a couple months of creating content, he made over 1,000 uncountable dollars on his YouTube channel, where he gained over 20,000 subscribers online. He went back where he began because Daniel was not satisfied for making this video. He joined an agency where he made a lot of friends, and finally he met his best friend. And after some days of being a friend, and Nolan finally asked Daniel to let them start a faceless YouTube channel. A couple of days of starting this faceless YouTube channel, they finally hit 100k subscribers, and they even got the YouTube play button, the 100k play button, and the 1 million play button.
42 days of starting this channel, we hit over 100,000 subscribers, which meant that we got this silver plaque and that gold one that I
still want to make that easy Snapchat money. Yes, where he will make up to $200,000 from Snapchat profit. And in that the same year, he finally hit his first subscribers on his short YouTube channel. With this short channel, he ended up creating another channel called Genesis, end up uploading over 12 videos to that channel, and end up making 11k subscribers. And guess what? With their third video, it gets up to 1 million views, and end up with that video generate over $2,000. But as you know, success is only meaningful and enjoyable if it feels like you own it. But as you know, Daniel is always a hustler, and he tried to make the biggest comeback because Snapchat was so easy. Imagine 3 minutes of article video, but in 2023 it was like a dream to Daniel.
and in our first month, generated over $500,000 in revenue and profited over 250K. Keep in mind, I was still 15 at this time. See, Snapchat was this new money method that not a lot of people knew about because it was very safeguarded and closed off. The only way that you could get onto the platform was by getting accepted. So after hearing through the grapevine that there were some people we knew doing this, we knew we had to find a way to get in there. So Luke and I spent weeks and weeks and weeks trying to figure out how to get our own channel, and after we did, we took advantage of it. This wave of making disgusting amounts of money on Snapchat continued, and in actually May of that year is when we ended up hitting 1 million subscribers on the Slam Dunk channel. That was the first shorts channel that I ever ran, and it was a massive success.
But Daniel ended up coming back to YouTube for making short faceless video. As you know before, YouTube doesn't pay you for short content, but now if you have 1k views, you will be make up to 15 cents to 20 cents per video, but it also depends on your niche. And with this method, you have able to make from $30,000 to 40 grand just from AdSense, and plus you can make money from sponsor.
After Snapchat pretty much died down, I ended up focusing on a new business model again, which was YouTube Shorts that I previously just talked about. But instead, this was actually a way I could make money now. See, in 2022 versus 2023, they released a new program for Shorts that started paying people for the amount of views they were getting, whereas before, it was just a bonus structure. So now, if you got a certain amount of views, you'd make a certain amount of money. So it motivated people to start making so much content. I ran a couple channels that started making me like $10,000 to $20,000 pretty quickly.
Just as you know, being a YouTuber is not easy. Writing your script, voiceover, editing, and Daniel decided to create his own website for making your whole video with just a few clicks, which he introduced to his video.
Got invited to Miami to be on Jordan Welch's video. I knew that something was in the air to change here. I flew to Miami for the video and actually got connected to someone called Arab, who had been working in the software space and owned a few companies that were worth millions of dollars. And we actually came up with an idea for a tool that would help people make short form videos super easily. We ended up getting Musa, who a lot of you might know from TikTok, on board, and a goated developer called Alim as well. And we basically formulated this to fix our problems when running shorts, but also other people's. And so this was the perfect match because this was a tool that was also going to fix our issues when posting short form videos. We ended up calling this tool Creo and worked on it for months to release it to the public. And I was very confident that this was going to be the next thing that changed my life again. But after releasing it, there were a lot of problems we occurred that kind of
and now Daniel make over $400,000 from just their website, and he still make that sweet money to his faceless channel on YouTube and Snapchat. That make him one of the youngest YouTube millionaire.